Hi kids, Giselle back here, and yes, I'm gonna be uploading 2 videos. Wow! I'm sorry if I haven't been uploading that much because school stuff and all that. And well, I'm gonna read Cricket Star Promise, even though nobody asked. And guess what death I'm reading? And no, it's not Rainflower. I wish, because I hate Rainflower, because he emotionally abused Crooked Kit, who soon became Crooked Star, just because of his injury. And well, you know what type of death I'm reading. Silverstream's mom, Willow Breeze. And here we go. Get your popcorns ready! Whoa, it's okay, we don't want to, I'm sorry. I feel so cringy right now. Ew. Here we go. Cricket Star jumped to his paws as Brambleberry slid out of the nursery. Should I fetch more honey? He offered. No. Brambleberry's eyes were dull, and the end of her tail trailed on the ground. A soft drizzle soaked the camp. In days, since her kidding, Little Bree's cough had grown steadily worse. 2 of the kids had become coughing too. Brambleberry had kept Crooked Star out of the nursery, but he stayed close, pacing the clearing, one moment praying to StarClan, cursing them the next. All the hope, courage, trust, and patience bestowed on him by his ancestors meant nothing to him now. What was their loyalty to him? How could they let him suffer like that? Make them well! Please make them well! Cricket Star, Brambleberry Mew jerked him back to the present. She has green cough. Then I'll fetch some catmint. Cricket Star headed for the reeds. I'd given her catmint already. Brambleberry called him back. It's not working. The nursery shook as Willow Breeze burst into another hacking fit. Tiny cough spluttered alongside her. Cricket Star flattened his ears. What can I do? You could go in and see her. Brambleberry stepped aside. She wants to name the kids. Why now? Cricket Star stared at the shadowy den. His paws suddenly rooted the ground. Go on, Brambleberry promoted. Cricket Star steadied his breath and climbed inside. The nursery was dark. The air was sour and stuffy. He blinked, letting his eyes adjust to the half-light. Willow Breeze? She was curled in her nest. Their 3 kids huddled against her belly. She lifted her head as Cricket Star called her name. You came. He crouched beside the nest, brushing her cheek with his muzzle. Brambleberry wouldn't let me in before now. But I've been outside all the time. Has it been long? Little Bree's eyes were streaming. Her muzzle was damp. She coughed weakly, making her whole body shudder. No, Cricket Star whispered. Not long. Willow Breeze gazed into his eyes. I'm sorry. He tipped his head on one side. Why? Why? For leaving you to raise our daughters. You're not going anywhere. Cricket Star pressed his cheek hard against hers. I won't let you leave me. You'll be a wonderful father. A purr rumbled in her throat, making her cough again. This time she struggled to get her breath. I'm so happy Hailstar brought me back from Rinclan. I love being with you and with River Clan. Don't talk like that. Cricket Star fought to keep the panic from his mew. The kids were lifting their head, turning the muzzle towards him, straining to open their eyes. You can't leave the kids. They need you. I need you. Oh, my precious love. Willowbreeze brushed her muzzle against his twisted jaw. Be brave for me, please. You're gonna be fine. Help me name our daughters. Numbness crept beneath Cricket Star pellet, dreading his heart, slowing his thoughts. Willowbreeze was right. Their daughter needed names. He reached his paw into the nest and touched the darkest gray kit. Minnow kit, he murmured. He already knew what it will be. He planned their names days ago as he passed the clearing. Minnow kit. Willowbreeze echoed with a wheeze. And Willow kit. Cricket Star stroked the smoky black kit. I want her to have your name. Willow kit mewed and caught hold of his paw, turning her hind legs against his pad. Purring, he shook her off gently and touched the palest of the three. And this is Silver Kit. Willowbreeze relaxed against him, her cheek resting on his. They're lovely names. Her breathing eased, curling herself around her kids. She rested her nose on her paw and closed her eyes. Cricket Star buried his muzzle in her pellet. You rest now, my lovely. He slid into the net and wrapped himself against hers. I'll keep you warm. He closed his eyes and breathed in her soft scent. Cricket Star? The den rustled as Brambleberry crept in. She leaned into the nest and touched his pellet. I heard the names you gave your kids. They're beautiful. He lifted his head. How long have I been here? Brambleberry mew was no more than a breath. I'm sorry. Willowbreeze has gone. No! Cricket Star sat up with a jolt, realizing that Willowbreeze's pellet was cold to the touch. No! He scrambled from the nest and burst into the den. No! His yowl ripped through the camp. I never promised you this. Shocked gazes flashed from his clanmates. He raced out of the camp, pounding the wet grass as he pelted through the willows. Maple Shade! He roared. Where are you? Is this another one of your sacrifices? Is this so I can be the greatest warrior ever? I don't want to be the greatest warrior. I take it back. I take my promise. If this is what I must suffer, I don't want it. Cricket Star, Okar yowl rang through the trees. Cricket Star collapsed and panting. His brother Pele rushed his. What are you talking about? Okar pressed against him. What did you promise? Cricket Star shook him away. I can't tell you. Guilt raged through him. I can't say. Okar moved through his pellet with his tail. Come back to the camp. Cricket Star, our clanmates are worried. Cricket Star pushed himself to his paws. He patted blindly after Okar back to the camp, into the clearing. Sunfish was squeezing out of the nursery, Silver Kid dangling in her jaws. Where are you taking her? Sunfish flinched away, her eyes wide. She's taking Silver Kid to the elder's den, where she'll be safe from infection. She'll nurse her and keep her warm. What about Willow Kid and Minnow Kid? Cricket Star demanded. They're asleep in the nursery. And Willowbreeze? Her name struck his throat, choking him. Brambleberry gazed and flicked past him. Cricket Star saw Willowbreeze's body and already laid out in the clearing, rain drenching her pellet. With an agonizing moan, he barged into the nursery. I'm gonna stay with my kids, he growled. He crawled into the nest with Minnow Kid and Willow Kid. They were trembling with fear, coughing as he tugged himself around them and held them tight. Hush, little ones. I'll take care of you. Anxious mew erupted outside. It's all right. Brambleberry soothed her clanmates. He's grieving. Crooked Star flattened his ears and held on to his kids. They coughed, jerking against him, fragile as prey, mewing and squirming as the nest at the nursery grew darker. Night fell, and Crooked Star heard paws scruffing the clearing. Soft whispers stirred the air, and his clanmates sat a vigil for Willow Breeze. Crooked Star laughed gently at his daughter pellets until they grew quiet, relieved. Crooked Star closed his eyes. Crooked Star? He woke up, blinking against the dawn light flaring through the roof. Metaphor dark pellet moved beside the nest. Crooked Star sat up. Middle Kid and Willow Kid tumbled away from him, stretched out a paw and nudged him back to the nest. Metaphor touched Crooked Star lightly with his muzzle. They're dead, Crooked Star. He stared down at the tiny bodies. They're with Willow Breeze now. Crooked Star hardly heard what he was saying. He pushed past him, out on the nest, out on the nursery. He stumbled blindly across the camp, ignoring his grieving stick mews of his clanmates, seeing nothing but a blurred sea of pellets as he staggered towards his den. I'm so sorry! Not the kids, too! Crooked Star blocked out a gray pool to spray. Ah! I'm sorry. Desperate wail as he burst into the den, collapsing in his nest. He buried his nose into the moss. It smelled faintly of Willow Breeze. Swallowing back the yawl, he screwed his eyes shut. Whatever he did, he could not escape his promise. He could not take it back. I'm destined to lose every cat I love. Memories swirled. Tragedy after tragedy. Willow Breeze, his kid, Rainflower, Hailstar, Elkhart Betrayal, Blue Fur's sacrifice, Misty-footed Stonefur don't even know their real mother. His promise was stone flung into the flung into the river, sending never-ending ripples, not just through his life, but through his clan, through everything, all because of Maple Shade. Maple Shade! A growl rumbled deep in his throat. I'm coming for you, Maple Shade. He died into sleep, willing it, wanting it, and woke into the dark forest. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I kept on reading fast. It's just so good. Give me my money, please. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. No. So, there is Willow Breeze's death. And Crooked Star was like, no, I don't want my kids to die. I should have promised that. And, well, bye.